Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest project you will ever work on is you. Not your job, not your business, not even your relationships. Because when you get better, everything around you gets better. See, life doesn't get easier, you get stronger. Success doesn't come from wishing things were different. It comes from working to become different. So the question is, are you working harder on yourself than you do on your job? Because if you grow, your results will grow. If you improve, your life will improve. Taking full responsibility for your growth is the foundation of success. It means recognizing that your future is in your hands, that no one else is responsible for how far you go or what you achieve. Too often, people wait for circumstances to change, for someone to guide them, or for the right opportunity to magically appear. But the truth is, waiting is a losing strategy. If you want real progress, if you want to become more, do more, and have more, you must take charge of your own development. It starts with a shift in mindset. Many people live in a state of blame, blaming their upbringing, blaming the economy, blaming their boss, blaming their past. But the moment you blame, you give away your power. The moment you point fingers at external factors, you surrender control over your future. The most successful people in the world have faced hardships, obstacles, and failures, but they refused to be victims. Instead, they decided to take ownership of their growth. They understood that even if they couldn't control everything happening around them, they could control how they responded, how they learned, and how they moved forward. Taking responsibility for your growth means becoming a student of life. It means actively seeking out knowledge, skills, and experiences that will make you better. You can't sit back and hope to improve by accident. Growth is intentional. It requires effort. It requires study. It requires the willingness to ask, what can I learn from this, instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Every challenge, every setback, every failure carries a lesson, but only if you are willing to take responsibility and extract the wisdom hidden within. Personal growth is not just about learning new things, it's about applying what you learn. Too many people collect information but never act on it. They read books, attend seminars, listen to advice, but then go back to their old habits. Growth requires action. You must take what you learn and implement it in your life. If you learn a new strategy for improving your finances, use it. If you discover a technique for becoming more disciplined, practice it daily. Knowledge without action is wasted potential. Responsibility also means eliminating excuses. Growth doesn't happen when you justify inaction. It doesn't happen when you tell yourself you're too busy, too tired, too inexperienced, or too late. Excuses are easy to make, and they feel comforting in the moment because they remove the pressure of responsibility. But in reality, they keep you stuck. Every time you make an excuse, you reinforce the habit of avoiding growth. If you truly want to get better, you must recognize that excuses are the enemy. Instead of saying, I don't have time, say, I will make time. Instead of saying, I don't know how, say, I will figure it out. That small shift in language creates a massive shift in results. Another key aspect of responsibility is accountability. Growth doesn't happen in isolation. If you want to develop at a faster rate, surround yourself with people who challenge you, who inspire you, who push you beyond your limits. Seek mentors, coaches, and peers who will hold you to a higher standard. When you are accountable to someone, when you set goals and commit to them publicly, you become more likely to follow through. Accountability creates pressure, and pressure creates growth. Taking responsibility for your growth also means being honest with yourself. It means looking in the mirror and admitting where you need to improve. It means recognizing your weaknesses and committing to strengthening them. It's easy to hide from the truth, to avoid self-reflection, to stay comfortable in your current patterns. But comfort is the enemy of growth. The moment you stop challenging yourself is the moment you stop progressing. Growth requires courage. The courage to face your flaws, to admit your mistakes, and to push yourself beyond what feels easy. Your future is not determined by luck, by circumstances, or by what others do for you. It is determined by the effort you put into your own growth. You are responsible for your mindset, your habits, your skills, and your progress. If you want more from life, demand more from yourself. If you want to achieve great things, become the person who is capable of achieving them. Take ownership of your growth, and your future will take care of itself. Setting a higher standard for yourself is the key to transforming your life. It is the difference between settling for mediocrity and striving for excellence. The truth is, You don't get what you wish for, you get what you demand of yourself. Your standards determine the level of success you achieve, the quality of relationships you build, and the life you create. The challenge is that most people set their standards too low. They tolerate average results, accept excuses, and settle for less than they are capable of. If you want real change, you must raise the bar in every area of your life. Raising your standards begins with deciding that you will no longer accept anything less than your best. This means no more excuses, no more blaming circumstances, and no more settling for good enough. It requires a commitment to excellence in everything you do. Excellence is not about being perfect. It is about constantly improving, pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone and refusing to accept mediocrity. When you hold yourself to a higher standard, you begin to expect more from yourself in every situation. How you work, how you think, how you treat others, and how you manage your time. Your standards shape your habits, and your habits shape your destiny. If you hold yourself to a low standard, you will develop weak habits, procrastination, inconsistency, lack of discipline. But when you set a higher standard, you force yourself to develop habits that lead to success. You wake up earlier, you work harder, you make better decisions, and you surround yourself with people who inspire you rather than drag you down. The quality of your daily habits determines the quality of your life. If you want a better life, start by setting higher standards for your daily actions. One of the biggest obstacles to raising your standards is comfort. It is easy to stay where you are because it feels safe. But comfort is a trap. The moment you become comfortable with average results, you stop growing. The only way to improve is to challenge yourself constantly. Raise your standards, and suddenly what once seemed difficult becomes your new normal. What once felt impossible becomes your standard operating procedure. Growth happens when you push yourself beyond what is easy, beyond what is familiar, beyond what is comfortable. Another challenge is the influence of others. Many people live by the standards of those around them. They allow the expectations of friends, family, or society to dictate how they live. But if you let others set your standards, you will always live on their terms, not yours. True growth comes when you define your own standards, regardless of what others think. Do not lower your standards to fit in with those who are unwilling to grow. Instead, raise your standards and inspire others to do the same. When you set higher standards, you will face resistance, both from yourself and from others. Some people will question why you are working so hard, why you are pushing yourself, why you are demanding more from life. That resistance is a sign that you are on the right path. Growth is uncomfortable, and many people avoid it. But those who achieve greatness are the ones who refuse to back down when things get tough. They embrace challenges, they push through doubt, and they stay committed to their standards even when no one is watching. Your standards should not be based on what you think is possible right now. They should be based on the life you want to create, the person you want to become. Set your standards so high that they challenge you, stretch you, force you to grow. The secret to success is not in hoping for better results, it is in demanding them from yourself. Raise your standards and everything in your life will rise with them. Investing in your mind daily is one of the most powerful habits you can develop. Your mind is your greatest asset, and the way you nurture it will determine the quality of your life. Everything you achieve, every opportunity you create, and every challenge you overcome starts with the way you think. If you want to change your life, you must first change your mind. The people who grow, succeed, and lead are those who make a daily commitment to expanding their knowledge, sharpening their thinking, and strengthening their mindset. They understand that success is not an event, but a result of continuous learning and self-improvement. Most people stop learning the moment they leave school. They believe that education is something that happens in a classroom with deadlines and tests, and once they graduate, their learning journey is over. But those who truly excel in life understand that learning never stops. The world is constantly changing, and those who refuse to learn will be left behind. Every day is an opportunity to grow, to gain new insights, to challenge old beliefs, and to develop new skills. When you invest in your mind daily, you give yourself an advantage that compounds over time. Knowledge is like a muscle. It grows when you use it. Just as you wouldn't expect to build physical strength by going to the gym once a year, you can't expect to build mental strength without consistent effort. Reading books, listening to valuable podcasts, studying successful people, and exposing yourself to new ideas all contribute to your mental growth. The key is to make it a daily habit. Even if it's just 15 or 30 minutes a day, that small investment adds up over time and will put you ahead of those who neglect their personal growth. The information you consume shapes your thoughts, and your thoughts shape your actions. If you fill your mind with negativity, distractions, and mindless entertainment, your results will reflect that. If you surround yourself with valuable knowledge, inspirational ideas, and challenging perspectives, your thinking will elevate, and so will your results. The question is, what are you feeding your mind? Are you allowing distractions and negativity to control your thinking, or are you intentionally choosing content that makes you better? The quality of your inputs determines the quality of your outputs. If you want better results, start by improving what you put into your mind. Investing in your mind also means seeking out new challenges. Growth does not come from staying in your comfort zone. It comes from pushing yourself to learn new things, to solve problems, to develop skills you never thought you could master. The most successful people are those who embrace the discomfort of learning something difficult. They understand that struggle is part of growth, and that every time they push through a challenge, they become stronger, smarter, and more capable. One of the greatest investments you can make in your mind is in developing a strong and resilient mindset. The way you respond to setbacks, failures, and adversity is determined by how strong your mind is. When you consistently invest in personal growth, you build mental toughness, confidence, and the ability to navigate challenges with clarity. You begin to see problems as opportunities rather than obstacles. You develop the ability to adapt, to think critically, and to keep moving forward when others would give up. Your mind is your most valuable resource. Unlike material possessions, knowledge and wisdom can never be taken from you. The time and effort you put into learning and growing will always pay off, often in ways you never expected. The more you invest in your mind, the more you increase your potential, your opportunities, and your ability to create the life you truly want. Every day is a chance to learn, to grow, and to get better. Make the choice to invest in your mind daily, and your future will thank you for it. Mastering self-discipline is the key to achieving anything worthwhile in life. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Most people rely on motivation, but motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. Discipline, however, is consistent. It is the bridge between goals and achievement, between dreams and reality. Without self-discipline, the best intentions remain just that, intentions. Success is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of habit. And discipline is what turns effort into results. Every great achievement, every breakthrough, every success story can be traced back to discipline. It is waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It is saying no to distractions when they tempt you to stray from your path. It is pushing through discomfort when quitting seems like the easier option. The most successful people in any field are not necessarily the most talented or the most gifted. They are simply the ones who have mastered the art of showing up consistently regardless of how they feel. Discipline is not something you are born with, it is something you develop. It starts with small decisions made daily, each time you resist the urge to procrastinate, each time you follow through on a commitment, each time you push past laziness, you strengthen your discipline. It is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Conversely, every time you give in to excuses, every time you break a promise to yourself, every time you let distractions take over, you weaken that muscle. The battle for discipline is often won or lost in your mind before any action is taken. Your thoughts determine your actions, and your actions determine your results. If you tell yourself that you're tired, that you'll do it tomorrow, that one missed day won't make a difference, you create a pattern of inconsistency. But if you train yourself to think differently, to remind yourself why you started, to focus on long-term rewards instead of short-term comfort, you gain control over your mind, and discipline follows. There will always be moments when the temptation to quit is strong. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not intelligence, luck, or talent. It is the ability to keep going when things get tough. The mind will always try to negotiate, to find a way out, to make excuses. Discipline is the ability to shut that voice down and take action anyway. The more you develop this skill, the easier it becomes to push through difficulties. One of the greatest benefits of discipline is the confidence it builds Every time you follow through on a commitment, you strengthen your belief in yourself. You prove to yourself that you are capable, that you are reliable, that you can trust yourself to do what you said you would do. This confidence spills over into every area of life. It improves your work, your health, your relationships, and your overall sense of fulfillment. The more disciplined you become, the more control you have over your life. Discipline also creates freedom. It may seem like a paradox, but the more disciplined you are, the more freedom you have. When you are disciplined with your time, you gain the freedom to focus on what truly matters. When you're disciplined with your health, you gain the freedom to enjoy life without physical limitations. When you're disciplined with your finances, you gain the freedom to make choices without stress or fear. Discipline is not a restriction. It is a tool that allows you to create the life you want. Mastering self-discipline is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent. There will be days when you fall short, when you slip up, when you don't feel like doing what needs to be done. The key is not to let one bad moment turn into a bad habit. Get back on track immediately. Keep moving forward. Keep showing up. Over time, discipline becomes second nature, and success becomes inevitable. Surrounding yourself with the right people is one of the most powerful decisions you can make in life. The people you associate with shape your thoughts, influence your actions, and determine the level of success you achieve. No one succeeds alone. Your environment, the company you keep, and the conversations you engage in all play a critical role in your personal growth. If you want to elevate your life, you must be intentional about the people you allow into your circle. The right people will challenge you, inspire you, and push you to become the best version of yourself. They will encourage you when times get tough, hold you accountable when you stray from your goals, and celebrate your wins with genuine enthusiasm. They will not tolerate mediocrity because they see your potential. Being around people who are ambitious, disciplined, and growth-oriented forces you to rise to a higher standard. You start thinking bigger, setting bigger goals, and taking bigger actions simply because you are in an environment that supports success. The wrong people can hold you back in ways you may not even realize. Negative, toxic, and unmotivated individuals drain your energy, cloud your vision, and limit your progress. They might not do it intentionally, but their mindset and habits influence yours. If you spend time with people who complain, make excuses, or settle for less, you will slowly start adopting the same behaviors. Without realizing it, you will lower your standards, compromise on your dreams, and accept a life far below your true potential. The wrong environment can silently destroy ambition, making even the most talented individuals fall into patterns of complacency. Success is not just about what you do, it's also about who you do it with. The right relationships create momentum, while the wrong ones create resistance. If you want to move forward, you must evaluate the people around you and make tough choices. This doesn't mean cutting people off harshly, but it does mean setting boundaries and prioritizing relationships that align with your vision. You don't have to spend time with people who drain you, discourage you, or limit your thinking. Instead, seek out those who uplift you, inspire you, and make you want to become better every day. One of the best ways to find the right people is to put yourself in environments where they naturally gather. Attend seminars, join mastermind groups, seek out mentors, and connect with individuals who are ahead of you in the areas you want to grow. Success leaves clues, and being around successful people allows you to learn from their experiences, adopt their mindset, and accelerate your own progress. The right people will expose you to new perspectives, challenge your limitations, and show you what is possible. Surrounding yourself with the right people also means becoming the right person. You attract what you are. If you want to be around driven, successful, and disciplined individuals, you must embody those qualities yourself. Personal growth is a magnet for high-quality relationships. Work on becoming someone who adds value, who inspires others, and who brings out the best in those around you. The stronger you become, the more you will naturally attract the right kind of people into your life. The people you surround yourself with either fuel your growth or drain your potential. Every conversation, every interaction, every influence matters. Be intentional about your relationships. Choose to be around people who challenge you, support you, and push you to become better. Protect your energy, guard your mind, and never settle for an environment that stunts your progress. The right people will elevate your thinking, strengthen your discipline, and help you create the success you are truly capable of achieving. Taking care of your health and energy is the foundation of everything you do. Without health, even the greatest ambitions become impossible to achieve. Without energy, even the best opportunities slip away. Your body and mind are the vehicles that carry you through life, and if you neglect them, your potential will always be limited. Success is not just about working hard. It is about sustaining the energy, focus, and physical vitality needed to perform at your best every single day. Your body is a reflection of your habits, the way you eat, the way you move, the way you rest. All of it determines how much energy you have to pursue your goals. Many people push themselves to work harder, but ignore the simple truth that their performance is directly tied to their well-being. They sacrifice sleep for productivity, fuel themselves with caffeine and junk food, and neglect exercise, only to find themselves exhausted, unmotivated, and unable to perform at their best. High achievers understand that taking care of their body is not a luxury, it is a necessity. What you put into your body directly affects your energy levels, focus, and productivity. Food is fuel, and the quality of that fuel determines how well your body and mind function. If you constantly consume processed foods, excess sugar, and empty calories, your body will struggle to keep up with your demands. But if you nourish yourself with whole, nutrient-rich foods, your energy levels will stabilize, your mental clarity will improve, and you will be able to sustain high performance for longer periods. Eating well is not about restriction. It is about giving your body what it needs to function at its best. Movement is another key to maintaining energy and vitality. The human body was designed to move, yet modern lifestyles encourage long hours of sitting, leading to stiffness, fatigue, and declining health. Regular exercise is not just about looking good. It is about feeling strong, improving circulation, boosting mood, and keeping the body in peak condition. Whether it's lifting weights, running, stretching, or simply walking daily, movement is essential for maintaining the physical and mental energy needed to take on life's challenges. When you prioritize exercise, you build resilience, increase endurance, and develop the stamina required to push through obstacles. Rest and recovery are just as important as work and effort. Many people underestimate the power of sleep, believing that working longer hours is the key to success. But the truth is, sleep is when the body repairs itself, the mind processes information, and energy is restored. Without proper rest, decision-making suffers, creativity declines, and discipline weakens. High performers treat sleep as a non-negotiable because they understand that a well-rested mind and body can accomplish far more in a shorter amount of time than an exhausted one ever could. Mental health is just as important as physical health. Stress, anxiety, and negativity drain energy faster than anything else. If the mind is overwhelmed, even a strong body will struggle to keep up. Practicing mindfulness, managing stress, and maintaining a positive mental state are crucial for sustaining long-term success. Taking time to disconnect, reflect, and engage in activities that bring joy and fulfillment is not a waste of time. It is a way to recharge and maintain balance. When the mind is clear and focused, challenges become easier to navigate, creativity flows, and discipline becomes effortless. Your health and energy are the foundation for everything you want to accomplish, no matter how big your dreams are. If you don't have the physical strength and mental clarity to pursue them, they will always remain out of reach. Taking care of your body is an investment in your future. Taking care of your mind is an investment in your potential. Prioritize your well-being, protect your energy, and treat your health as your most valuable asset. Because without it, nothing else matters. Taking bold action and staying persistent is what separates those who achieve extraordinary success from those who remain stuck in hesitation and doubt. The difference between people who reach their goals and those who only dream about them is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It is the willingness to take decisive action and the persistence to keep going despite challenges, failures, and setbacks. Success rewards those who are bold enough to move forward without waiting for the perfect moment, and who refuse to quit when things get difficult. Bold action means stepping out of your comfort zone and making decisions that push you toward your goals, even when fear and uncertainty try to hold you back. Too many people wait for the right time, for the conditions to be perfect, or for their confidence to catch up with their ambition. But waiting is a trap. There is never a perfect time. Confidence is built through action, not before it. Every great success story begins with someone who took a step forward before they felt fully ready. The longer you hesitate, the more opportunities slip away. The only way to get ahead is to move forward now with what you have where you are. Action alone, however, is not enough. Persistence is the key to making progress last. Anyone can start, but only those who refuse to quit will reach the finish line. The path to success is filled with obstacles, disappointments, and unexpected difficulties. The people who achieve great things are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who fail, learn, and keep going. They don't let temporary defeats turn into permanent failures. They understand that setbacks are part of the journey, and they use every challenge as a stepping stone to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. The biggest breakthroughs often come after the hardest struggles. Many people quit too soon, not realizing how close they were to success. They start with enthusiasm, but the moment they face resistance, they retreat. But persistence means pushing through when things get tough. It means staying focused when distractions try to pull you away. It means showing up every single day, whether you feel like it or not. The people who win in life are not the ones who had an easy path. They are the ones who refuse to stop no matter how difficult things became. Every bold action leads to new opportunities. When you take decisive steps, doors begin to open that you never even knew existed. You meet new people, gain new experiences, and build momentum that propels you forward. Even if the first action doesn't lead directly to success, it creates movement, and movement is always better than standing still. Fear of failure keeps many people from taking action, but the real failure is never trying at all. The only way to learn, grow, and improve is by doing. Taking bold action is not about never making mistakes. It is about learning from every experience and adjusting until you get it right. Persistence is a mindset. It is the ability to keep believing in your vision even when no one else does. It is the discipline to stay committed even when motivation fades. It is the courage to get back up no matter how many times you get knocked down. There will be days when progress feels slow, when the results don't come as fast as you'd like, and when doubt creeps in. But those who succeed are those who keep going anyway. They remind themselves why they started. They focus on the long-term goal, and they trust that every effort, every sacrifice, and every step forward is bringing them closer to what they want. Taking bold action and staying persistent is the formula for turning dreams into reality. Nothing happens without action, and nothing is sustained without persistence. It is not the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest who succeed. It is those who take consistent, fearless action and refuse to quit until they win. The moment you commit to moving forward with boldness and persistence, you set yourself apart from the majority. Keep going, keep pushing, and never let temporary obstacles stop you from achieving the success that is waiting for you. The journey of working hard on yourself is not an overnight transformation. It is a lifelong commitment to growth, discipline, and perseverance. Every great achievement starts with the decision to take responsibility for your own development, to set higher standards, to invest in your mind, and to master self-discipline. It requires surrounding yourself with the right people who uplift and challenge you, taking care of your health and energy, and having the courage to take bold action while staying persistent. Success is not reserved for the lucky or the gifted. It belongs to those who are willing to put in the work, day in and day out, regardless of circumstances. It belongs to those who refuse to settle for mediocrity, who push through discomfort, and who keep moving forward even when the odds seem against them. The most successful people are not the ones who never face challenges, but the ones who never let those challenges stop them. Your future is not determined by your past or your current situation. It is determined by the choices you make from this moment forward. The effort you put into yourself today will shape the life you live tomorrow. Stay committed, stay disciplined, and never stop working on becoming the best version of yourself. Because when you do, there are no limits to what you can achieve.